It happened on February 24th, 1966. I was 7 years old, a Class 2 pupil in the primary division of Achimota, an elite boarding school in Accra, Ghana's capital. That day, there was a lot of commotion. Teachers rushed about in a noticeably scattered fashion and huddled in corners, whispering. It did not take long for the news to spread. First through the upper school student body, then down to us, the younger pupils. The words I heard people speaking that day seemed to hold a certain air of mystery and urgency, especially the phrase, coup d'etat, which was being repeated like a mantra. I had never heard it before, yet I knew without having to be told that it did not belong to any of the 6 languages that I spoke, not Gonja, not Twi, not Hausa, not Dagbani or Ga, not even English. To my child's ear, the phrase sounded exciting, like a game that all the upper form students would soon be playing. And from the moment I first heard it, coup d'etat, I wish I could learn how to play this new game as well. The day after the coup, once the initial flurry of fear and excitement had passed, our teachers explained that it wasn't a game after all. The phrase coup d'etat apparently meant the government had been overthrown. Even in plain English, the concept seemed nonsensical to me. How can you overthrow an entire government? And what exactly are you throwing it over? Days passed, and the news became more precise, and I began to piece bits of information together. While our president, Osachifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, was on an official visit to North Vietnam, the military had seized control of Ghana. Dr. Nkrumah was Ghana's first president, and he was a true visionary. At the time, it was fairly commonplace for Ghanaian intellectuals to travel to Europe to complete their education and receive their advanced degrees. Dr. Nkrumah opted instead to attend institutions in the United States, receiving his undergraduate degree at the Lincoln University and graduate degree at the University of Pennsylvania. At Achimota, we heard that all the ministers of state had been arrested. This particular bit of information gave me pause because my father was a minister of state. Even so, I don't think I was fully able to absorb all the implications. No, not then. Perhaps it was because I had not received word from my family that anything was wrong. Or it might have been because I felt, as children so often do, that my family and I were somehow shielded automatically, exempt from anything tragic. The coup d'etat became real to me, an event that constituted more than just words, in early April, when my school vacated for the Easter holidays, and nobody came to pick me up. I watched as all the other children left with their relations. Room after room of each dormitory was emptied of its occupants, until mine were the only footsteps in the halls, and still no one came.